next thing we're going to talk about is something that's critical in everybody's hearts, all right? Now, abortion. How can someone in their right mind abort a child? You know, I mean, it gets to a situation in everybody's life where we understand that it's complicated to have a child, all right, and then you have to abort them. And when you're young and you see that your life is basically at an end when you get a child and you get pregnant, but why do you have to look at it that way? You know, you don't have to look at it that way. Once you're pregnant, that is the fault to yourself. You should not be pregnant because you should be taking measures in your own hands, situating yourself with some protection and all the little protections that they got for you, all right? You don't go and do whatever you got to do and then something happened and you go, oops, all right, you got a baby. That is not supposed to happen, all right? As growing up as a child, your mommy and your daddy taught you that. All right, so you got to understand those kind of things. And they need to be more specific and straight up in school and tell people to protect themselves, because that's just wrong, you know. The Bible states what you're supposed to do, and then people, they turn it around and they do other things, you know, and then they make these kind of things happen. We need to really push down on this and try to situate these kind of things and not let this pain in the butt. Senate set a vote today on pain-capable act that would ban abortion at 20 weeks. Senate set a vote today on pain-capable act that would ban abortion at 20 weeks. So in other words, 20 weeks, they can get an abortion. I mean, that's just not right. The pain-capable act passed through the House of Representatives last October at his recent appearance at the March for Life. President Trump urged the Senate to pass the bill and get it to his desk for signing as soon as possible. The U.S. Senate will vote Monday on legislation that would ban abortion after 20 weeks when the unborn child has been proved to be able to feel pain. Those from the pro-life community have pressed the U.S. to leave the group of 7 countries that allow the practice, including China and North Korea. Senator Johnny Ernest, a Republican from Iowa, is one of the politicians spearheading the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act, which many pro-life activists have labeled Micah's Law. Micah was a 5-year-old boy from Newtown, Iowa, who in 2012 was born at 22 weeks. When Micah was born, he was only about the size of a bag of M&Ms. Ernest recounted in the Thursday conference call the reporters, and yet Micah was still a perfectly formed baby with 10 fingers and 10 toes. Yet, there is no federal law protecting this vulnerable babies from abortion, she continued. And as a result, every year in our county, the lives of thousands of such babies end painfully in abortion. Now, activities estimate that at least 10,000 babies per year will be saved if the bill is passed. In 2018, do we still want to be one of 7 nations that allow abortion on demand at 20 weeks? Asked Senator Lindsey Graham during the press call. It's a time in the pregnancy when young parents are encouraged to sing to their unborn child because you can recognize the parent's voice. It's a time when babies can be saved. The Pain-Capable Act passed through the House of Representatives last October. At his recent appearance at the March of Life, President Trump urged the Senate to pass the bill and get it to his desk for signing as soon as possible. Now, you guys got to understand that babies, once you got a baby inside your belly, that is the most beautifulest thing in the whole entire world, man. That is when you know that you're pregnant and you have a feeling that you got a baby, and then you do some tests and then you figure out that you got a baby. Then you should think about that. Hey, you know, I got this baby, and this baby's part of me. All right, and every time you touch your belly or you feel your belly or you sing to the little baby, then it's kind of like you get an idea on the feeling of the baby. You can probably feel the baby inside. Like, I would not know because I was never pregnant. But then only pregnant women will understand this. So all you pregnant women out there, you guys got a clue on what that is all about. I just don't understand why a lot of people want to get into that situation where they want to get an abortion. You know, just get the child. It's not hard. I mean, it's complicated. It's very hard to get a child. But, hey, you put yourself in that situation, all right? You put yourself in that situation. You should accept it, get the child, and deal with the child. There's a lot of families out there would love to have your child. But $50,000 to $60,000, come on, people. Stop selling the kids for that much and giving the kids away and telling them that, oh, you got to pay for the lawyer fees, you got to pay for the taxes, you got to pay for this. Screw that. Get rid of all that crap and let the family get the kids for less than that amount of money that they're popping up there, $50,000 to $60,000. That's just crazy how they do stuff like that. Unbelievable. Senate set the vote today on pain-capable act that would ban abortion at 20 weeks. Amen to that. Let's ban them all. In Jesus' name. Now, people, that's kind of stuff that just makes no sense in the news, you know. You listen to this kind of things, and then you think to yourself, why do I gotta go in my life and deal with this situation? You know, you get pregnant, you get a baby, and then you want to go and kill the baby. Now, in your mind, I understand you're young and you get to that situation where you got your friends and their friends talk you into it, or your boyfriend talks you into it, and he kind of like makes you do it, you know. He makes you get the abortion so they don't want to deal with it, you know. But then it's not supposed to be like that. You guys gotta have a heart, man, and you got the heart is in there, and you need to situate the heart, and you need to figure that out, you know. You can't just get in there and then get a situation where you guys are doing whatever's, you know. Let me say hello in the chat room. Hello. How you all doing in the chat room? The chat room is on and it's empty. Again, I understand that, you know, sometimes I pop up whenever I pop up, but, you know, when I pop up, all right? You need to come to the chat room and chat.